Are you one of the guys who has been telling yourself a beautiful lie that if I work hard now, if I hustle, grind, sacrifice my 20s, my early 30s, if I build myself into a high value man, money, body, discipline, vision, then one day women will just show up? She'll appear from somewhere. At your new apartment, upgraded from a box to a penthouse, at the gym where your muscles now bulge through your custom-tailored tee, or at the bar where your Rolex twinkles and the bourbon is top shelf. And amazing, funny, kind, smart, beautiful, low maintenance but high quality, sexy but wholesome, nurturing but independent woman will say, "Where have you been all my life?" And you'll smirk, sip, and think, right here, becoming this. What did you thought success was a mating call? One day you will feel like you need a girlfriend or a wife, and you will go to a bar and throw a bundle of money and buy a woman. Listen, success is just success. It's proof you can solve hard problems, make money, play the long game. And dating is not a reward system or a loyalty program. It's a whole other battlefield with different weapons, terrain, and rules. And if you're rich but lonely, it's not because women are shallow. It's not because all the good ones are taken. It's not because you intimidate them. And it's not because you are not handsome. It's because you never learned to play the damn game. You were busy building the empire, but forgot to build the gate. I'm not saying that you were wrong to chase excellence. Discipline is sexy. Ambition is attractive. Building something from scratch, noble. But somewhere along the way, you turned grinding into your identity. You thought about approaching a woman but didn't approach her, and later started saying things like, "I don't have time to date right now. I'll settle down when I hit X figure. Women are a distraction from my purpose." Respectfully, all this bullshit things to cover your insecurities. That's not purpose. That's procrastination in a suit. That's fear of rejection wrapped in productivity. That's emotional avoidance disguised as hustle. Because what is easy? Checking your Stripe notifications and watching commas roll in? Or sitting across from a woman who sees through your curated charm and forces you to show up as a full, vulnerable human being? You have forgotten that humans are relational creatures. You weren't built to just win. You were built to connect. You thought once you crossed a certain milestone, women would fall into your life like rain. So first, they don't. And second, if they do, just think for a moment. Do you really want that woman? Women, especially the high-quality ones, are not dumb. They see through the highlight reel. They've dated guys with money, cars, blue check marks. They've learned the hard way that those things don't equal to emotional safety, and
they're looking for connection, for substance. And you're sitting there on your couch with your bank app open, wondering why the DMs are dry.
you want a beautiful, high-value, emotionally intelligent, feminine, funny woman. But you haven't put yourself in rooms where she exists. You haven't built a skill set to approach her. You haven't trained your nervous system to stay present around her energy. You don't date like you work. You don't have a system, a routine, a pipeline. You're winging it like a dog, swiping occasionally on dating apps, maybe sending messages to one girl every 3 weeks and calling that effort. If you ran your business like that, you'd be broke. So why are you running your love life like a side hobby? Do you know the more money you make, the more invisible you become to the kind of woman who doesn't care about money? So the kind of woman you want, emotionally mature, intelligent, loyal, growth-oriented, has probably made peace with her own life. She's built her inner world. She has standards. She's not dating for survival, status, or sugar. She's dating for resonance, for joy, for polarity. And she's sniffing out men who think money is enough. So while you're flexing your vacation in Bali or your new BMW, she's asking, okay, but does he listen? Does he lead with integrity? Is he actually present or just trying to impress? You've become excellent at performance, but connection? That's not about showing off. That's about showing up. You've never missed a leg day, but you skipped the most important muscle of all, the social one. And yeah, I know, it's not as flashy as biceps, but it's the one that actually changes your life. You were the guy who didn't party in college, the guy who didn't chase girls, the guy who was focused on the mission. Again, noble. But now you're 30, successful, and awkward. You're not confident around women. You're competent at work. That's different. Your conversation skills are stale. Your banter is forced. You don't know how to flirt. You don't know how to escalate. You don't know how to lead a romantic interaction because you've never practiced. You're the emotional equivalent of a guy who skipped leg day for a decade. Your upper body is jacked. Your love life? Chicken legs. And when a high-value woman sees you, she chooses to walk away. So, what is the solution? The solution is very easy. Just train. Like you trained your body, like you trained your mind, like you trained your income. This isn't about becoming a pickup artist. It's about intentional effort to grow your social circle and improve your social skills. And by that, I mean a dating funnel, yep, just like business, a social presence, a cold approach system, yes, that means walking up to her in person without sounding like a creep, a follow-up strategy, a mindset, game plan to handle rejection without spiraling. You built your life to protect yourself from pain, from rejection, from chaos. But in doing so, you also saved yourself from real joy, real connection, real life. You became a fortress. And women don't want a fortress, they want a man. Start by checking your calendar or however you usually plan your day. If you're not spending time in places where high-quality women tend to be, it might be time to rethink that. For example, if your gym isn't helping you connect with the kind of people you're hoping to meet, and it's more about cheap convenience than quality, consider upgrading. Try joining dance classes, sports clubs, or even attending conferences, local meetups, or neighborhood events. You could also check out upscale bars or book readings. The idea is to get out there. Great people aren't going to randomly show up in your apartment while you're reading alone. We also need to fix your online game. Are you on a dating website? Are you getting lots of matches? Do you think you look better in person than photos? Then some people will say, hire a photographer, use ChatGPT for your bio, and blah, blah. But I'm not going to say that. Just delete the profile if you're getting less than 4 matches in a week. Just be real. You don't have your entire life to waste on this online dating crap. Okay, now tell me, does Instagram is just for watching reels while your gym photos are not there? From now, post stories, show your lifestyle, let her imagine being a part of it. If you go to a fancy restaurant or a club or a party, just post some photos or stories. And yeah, don't overdo it. 2 or 3 photos a week are more than enough. Look good in photos and make some photographer friends. And the best thing you can do is practice cold approaches. Yes, in person. Even if your hands sweat and your voice cracks, your legs that you never skipped are shaking, just do it. That's the only way to stop making women a mystery. And if it feels too tough to do alone, there's no shame in getting help. Find a coach or a solid wingman. Just like you'd hire a mentor for your career or a trainer at the gym, having support and accountability in this area can make a huge difference. Understand that you are not what you earn or what they call you at a job. Doesn't matter what watch you have. You are your presence, your ability to listen, to connect, to laugh, to love. And even if you're making in 6 figures a year and you're still single, then it's still your fault. You've treated dating like a side quest when it should have been a core mission. Connection is not a coincidence, it's a practice. Intimacy is not earned through money, it's built through courage. When you finally start being yourself and feel good in your own skin, something changes. You won't just attract women for a moment, they'll actually want to stay. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time on Untangle Life. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos.